Hey everybody, it's Norin Stizo. Welcome back to another news discussion video. How's everybody doing?
Yes.
I'm doing pretty good, dude. I don't know.
Thanks for joining us. We have our guests of Kobe Bryant, Shane, and The Sponge back with us for another news discussion video. This time, it's gonna be about JRPGs. So, our first topic of this video is Octopath Traveler. So, what are you guys' thoughts on Octopath Traveler?
I think Square Enix is going to hit a home run with this one.
I personally think...
I'm on his side.
I personally...
To be completely honest, I have no idea.
I personally think...
Yeah, I have no idea either.
I personally think that the art style
You can't
is
judge
what's
a game
gonna
without
make
playing.
this shine.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Found some facts.
Exactly with the reviews and
Okay. Well, so I've heard that Project Octopath Traveler is an upcoming 2018 role-playing adventure game being developed by Square Enix and acquired the Switch in Japan. It will be published by Square Enix, while Nintendo will handle publishing worldwide. Engine it's using, the Unreal Engine. It looks pretty good from what I've seen.
No, it looks phenomenal, yeah.
I
Are we
personally
going to
think...
talk about, okay, really quickly, are we going to talk about the mechanical side of it, or are we talking about
I think the combat system is pretty great, but the
story
problem is I can't
or-
see the enemy's health bars.
that's what we're talking about?
I can't see the enemy's
Health
health
bars.
bars, which is terrible.
Okay.
That's
Well,
part
the
of
health
the game.
bars went.
Yeah, like
Well,
on
wait, is
the
the health
user interface, I cannot see the health bars. And it sucks.
Me either.
Can we get an updated demo for the game, please? Because it fixed that problem, I believe.
Is there gonna be an
So
update?
far, the RPG and the backgrounds are pretty dang looking sweet, yo.
Yeah, I
What I'm
thought.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's very interesting how the 2D, 3D art style is. Problem is, I have a problem with the shading on it.
They fixed the
Oh.
shading. They fixed the shading.
Good. Like
Looks
it
pretty good
doesn't
for
look
this.
like a spotlight anymore. The entire screen.
I actually didn't mind it looking like a spotlight. I thought it gave it some charm, but
I didn't
Yeah.
like
Maybe
how
that'd
the
be an
edges were
maybe that'd be
dim.
an setting.
they are gonna have options. Yeah, they fixed this, so there's no point in complaining at it right now.
The box art looks pretty dang sweet.
There's box art.
Even gonna come out physically.
It
With
hasn't
the
come
pastel
out.
colors and all that.
When is the?
I'm pretty sure it's not coming out physically.
They haven't released.
Yeah, but
They haven't really released any release date or something. I want a release date. I want this game to come out.
You're not
soon.
getting one. Sorry.
Dang it.
that's Square Enix. Da 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 da. Yeah.
Norin, are you very much into Square Enix games?
I've never really played a traditional RPG. I like
What?
Pokemon, but that's about it. I never
what?
played any of turn-based RPGs like Earthbound or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
No Earthbound.
I've never actually played it.
I want to play Earthbound.
Well, okay.
Because I've heard
I
so
played a little
much
bit of it. I didn't like
good
it.
things about it.
I don't get why it's so popular, to be honest.
Smash Bros.
Smash.
That's probably part of the reason why it's so popular.
Plus we're never getting
It's
Mother
not that
3.
fun.
Reggie confirmed it that we're
Okay,
never
so
getting.
back to Octopath. What I'm saying,
Oh,
the art
top one.
style looks pretty dang sweet. Battle system looks pretty neat. You know, it's like a 3D.
I like how there's some strategy and
JRPG.
timing when to use your special attacks.
Yeah, because maybe the enemy will have, high special defense but low defense,
I mean,
and vice versa and all
so
that.
far from what I have seen on it, it's pretty cool. But the bosses are kind of hard, so you gotta get the hang
The
of them.
hub world,
No, they're
the hub world's pretty dang sweet, yo.
Yeah, the bosses.
Yo, can I take a talk?
Plus, I like the voice. I wish there was full voice acting instead of some of the lines.
Yeah.
And the voice acting is pretty good. I mean, it's...
Then again, it is cost, you know, like cost the script.
It does cost to get
Mostly,
voice actors, yes.
Yeah. But then again, it'll be more consistent if they had the whole thing being voice acted, instead of just, you know, a few lines. But that's just my opinion.
You know, like every, you know, most RPGs are just a few lines. They're not full.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
like Fire Emblem Away.
Yeah.
I think the game that
Full
revolutionized Fire Emblem was Echoes, because of how the voice acting in it really brought the story to life. And it was just, I liked how they find, like in a previous Fire Emblem games, the only thing that you would hear is the, like, cutscene voices, or like grunts and oh no's and we should do that or something like that, like small voice lines.
Yeah.
But with Fire Emblem
I've seen
Echoes,
all of Echo, it looks pretty dang sweet.
you saw Fire Emblem Echoes too?
Sorry.
I think.
Oh yeah, Fire Emblem's Echoes is...
Yeah, what do you guys think Fire Emblem Switch is going to be like?
Wait, you didn't let me talk about Octopath yet.
Sure, continue.
Oh, sorry.
I said I was going to talk last, and I still intend on doing that. On Octopath, what was the thing I was going to say? Right, so the art style, obviously you mentioned that it has a unique art style, but everyone already knows that. You were talking about the combat system and how it looked unique. It's not very unique, honestly. It's very simple, and I wish it was a bit more complex. There
is strategy. You have to see that there is strategy.
You need to grind a little bit. Grinding is made very easy in the game, especially with the specials.
It's been said that people like simplified designs.
Keep in
so
mind that
like,
this is only the demo. Who knows how much this could
like,
truly change from what we have now to the final product. Who knows how long away it will be until we get that final product.
Octopath, yeah.
Right now,
I'm assuming around...
all we know is that they're working on music and stuff. But I think the combat, I haven't seen anything like that. I think there's some I like the strategy in like timing when to use your boosts.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you'll have to save up, because
pretty...
if an enemy with high shield points is there, you have to strategize and figure out when to use your boost, because all your blows are weak when they have shield points. So you gotta keep...
spam attacks.
You gotta keep...
No, yeah, you can, basically. It's very easy to abuse. The system was disappointing.
Like every RP abuse the system.
I think the bad combat... I personally don't think it's a bad combat system.
It's not a bad combat system. It's just simple. I hope they add more complexity to it. I mean, we only played the demo. I hope they add more complexity to it.
Simple. Remember, this is Nintendo, so like, you know, this is simple controls.
Nintendo can make good combat systems. They did it with Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Well, they did it with Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Those were
that was still simple though. That was still a simple 2-button idea where you just press A and B.
Look at Xenoblade's RPG system. Not RPG system. But look at their system and how they do it. There's so much complexity with the orbs and chain attacking and all that. I hope they add some of that.
Well, that's really more experience, you know.
Look at Final Fantasy 13 and basically any Final Fantasy game. They have a lot more complexity with only being that 2-button thing that you were mentioning earlier.
Well, Xenoblades are more competitive.
Well, I also gave the example of Final Fantasy, which is made to be easy for everyone to access, yet it can still be complex at the same time.
Yeah, so I mean, a game should be able to be played by casual players and professionals.
Yeah, you can play Xenoblade casually.
There's something...
Yeah, you can.
I'm not sure if you've heard of this, and I'm sorry if I'm sounding mean or condescending, but there's something called a difficulty curve in a game.
Yeah.
And
I know. That has nothing to do with anything, though.
The Octopath Traveler demo, it specifically states This is but the opening chapter of Primrose or Ulbricht's story.
Holy crap, I already
Find
addressed
out-
this, man. I already addressed that. I hope they add more complexities as the game goes on. We only played the demo, and so I don't expect that to be the final of the system. I'm saying the system as we've played it right now, which is the only thing we can judge for it right now, because we aren't able to speak on what it could be. Well, we are, but we're not able to say for certainty that the system will become better, even though that's just what's suspected. You can only state what you know, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm stating what I know. I know that right now the combat system in the beginning levels is way too simple.
Still talking about Octopath or
I
Yes.
think it still has some strategy in
Okay.
it, which is nice. I mean,
It has simple strategy, like that's in every RPG.
so
is that now? It's not really a bad thing, but it's not really.
No, it's not a bad thing that you have the basics down, but you also need to add stuff beyond the basics for combat
You need
system.
some pizzazz.
I'd rather talk about the story of Octopath, which seems much more interesting.
Yeah.
the story seems interesting, but the problem is the cliffhangers are going to make me so angry right now.
That's not a problem. That's what the RPGs are designed to do.
Yeah. Leave you on cliffs and hang.
Oh no. Yeah, but like so far, all the story elements, all the story stuff that they set up, like I really like what
Wait.
the stories are going as now. I wonder what the other 8 characters. I think on top of
the
that,
director
Well, yeah,
of the
that's-
game
I've only-
is
Designed to make.
Are there- have-
Elsuke.
are there any
Primrose
other
is-
JRPGs
Can
with
I
like
just say, Primrose's
branching
story
paths? Or
is so good. Just the little sliver we got was so good. I love that little sliver we got. That was awesome.
Oh, the writers of the story for Project
They're all
Octo
new. I
Traveler
researched. They're all new writers.
would be Yura Kubota,
Yeah, no, I
Shiro
researched it.
Hatano, and Takuno Shine.
Here. Should I take out my development research notes?
sure.
All right.
Release
Here.
will be something 2018, and its modes are single player.
Wait, really quick. Like,
So it's not. Well, it's in the 16-bit style.
all right.
Definitely.
So let me just say, the director has actually never directed a game before, but he's helped with numerous games. Like he's actually had hand in Chocobo Racing, and he has a history with Square Enix, Konami, and Acquire. The producer has produced a number of smaller scale Final Fantasy games, like Final Fantasy 3 and 4 remakes, and Final Fantasy 4 Heroes of Light. Then he also produced the Bravely Default series, and the other producer is most notable in his work as an assistant producer for Bravely Default and Final Fantasy 4 Heroes of Light. And he'll probably play a similar role as in previous games to the main producer. And then the third producer is he's helped. I didn't find very much on him. The only thing I theorized that he probably had a hand in helping in the planning of Rain, the game Rain. The other producer is I didn't find anything for him either, or him either. A lot of the people are very new to this, and you can see that in their development. They were very excited to reach 1 million downloads in a demo. That lets you know that this isn't going to be Square Enix main cast of people, and that's good to hear because Square Enix main cast of people are generally old, so this game will be very fresh in the story, I hope.
Personally, has there ever
The
been like a
programmers.
multiple characters like story arc thing, like what Octopath
Yes.
is doing?
Oh yeah, that's a Square Enix classic thing to do, like in every,
Because
in
like,
almost every game actually.
well, like
It's a very common thing to do.
in Fire Emblem
Square Enix.
Echoes,
Going off topic
There's
from
Almond
Project
Celica's
Octopath Traveler. Have you guys heard of Stellar Glow before?
I
No.
think so.
Well, it's an RPG, has full line voice acting, full 3DS. The demo's pretty good. So.
What is it even about?
Well, it's about you training to be like a fighter or something like that.
Okay,
And you
so
have your childhood, and you meet a bunch of girls. It's kind of like a dating sim, but an RPG, mostly an RPG. There's multiple endings. Yeah. Back to the topic of Project Octopath. Sorry.
No,
So,
it's all good. It just confused me there. The only thing, the thing that I'm worried most for Octopath is that I hope it doesn't go into generic RPG, like stories,
It's gonna
which
suck. It's gonna suck.
it
like,
would suck
we have
if
to
it
go
did
find
go into
the
generic
elements
RPG.
of power
But so
thingy.
far, Primrose's story is pretty deep. I like where it's going with that, and honestly, that's why I have a lot of hope for this game, because I've seen what they can do with Primrose. I didn't like the other dude very much, comparative to Primrose.
I mean, over its
Hold on,
story
have the
sounds
artists,
interesting.
have the two artists ever actually done more than just this game's work?
Let me check the artists.
Like, Naoki Ishimiya?
Yeah, no, okay, yeah, I have research on it.
I really
Naoki
like-
was the monster art designer for the Bravely series, and Mika was the character model. He was a model for Way of Samurai 3,
Let's talk
as well
about
as a
the
technical artist in Akiba's Trip, Undead, and Undressed.
let's talk about the
Okay,
music
so
now.
they do have,
What
they
are
have
you-
some history back
what
They have a very small history. They haven't really done too much. Once again, that's why you see some more, I guess, new. Well, I'm hoping the characters actually they flesh out the characters and they don't just leave them. They don't tie
That's up to
tie
the
themselves
writers, right?
behind what they're supposed to be already. But
It's the writers.
they have their roles. They have their roles, but I'm hoping that perhaps they can actually develop those roles properly instead of being tied by their roles. You know what I'm saying?
Fast.
Let's talk about
Yeah,
the
but-
music now.
But it all depends on the writers,
So what are you guys' opinions on the music?
The music is phenomenal,
I
but that was already expected. It's a Square Enix game. The music is going to be good. No need to worry about it.
I really like the music that plays when you are in the cave in Primrose Story. The cave when you're about to go fight the fat dude. Heimlich or something like that. I don't know. Hamish.
No, I liked it when Primrose's themes. I love Primrose's theme so much.
The desert
I'm
theme
just listening
is
to it now, like the music.
okay.
Listen to Primrose's theme. It's really nice.
I like the I can get around
This is
the
fucking
desert.
Minecraft.
Yeah, I like the sunshade theme, kind of.
Garden
the-
shape.
Yeah,
This is hate game
the
material.
jazzy sunshade is really jazzy. I like that one.
Dude,
Oh.
I like jazzy music.
I would, yes, I love that feature of the game. The music is gonna be great. There's really no debating that. I mean, it's a Square Enix.
How could they fuck up the music? It's already good.
Yeah, no, the music's already good in the demo, and it's a Square Enix game. For the third time, it's a
So-
Square Enix game.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't have like violins and all that, so the hype is real.
Yeah, the hype is more than real.
Yeah, I think the music's
So-
gonna be great.
So what other games shall we talk about?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2
DLC.
has some of the best. If we're keeping it on music, just the topic of music, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 music. I love that game's music so much.
Yeah, I remember when when like the media outlets were getting like hands on with Xenoblade 2, and then like they showed off more Ardain and the music that played there. I was like, holy crap, this is good.
Morgan's music was good. I wasn't into the game until it released. After it released, I kind of got into it. But but when I just went into Argentum, right? That's one of the first areas in the game. Let's listen to the tune, and I'm like, this is the first area of the game, and this is already not bad at all. Like the Argentum theme is nice, and my favorite aspect is the night and day themes. Like they're the same themes, remix. They that just sounds great, honestly.
That's the power of instruments, yo. Depending on what instruments a songwriter uses to theme, the sound, emotions that you can feel with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not very much to do with RPGs, it less with a feeling.
Or
You
the
want
music theory.
adventure. Yeah. So if it's like violins and drums and it's like adventurous like. If
Yeah.
it's like flutes
Personally,
and all that, then it's
I want to talk about
saxes are jazzy.
I want to talk about Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Chapter 9. Personally, I think the orchestra kicked in too early. I don't like the techno final boss. And here, I would like spoilers for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I would like to rewrite the plot of
No.
Okay.
I would like to rewrite the plot of Chapter 9 and 10.
No, dude. No, you cannot touch that plot. That plot is amazing.
Hey,
That game is amazing.
let's see
If you
how it
want to
sounds,
talk
okay?
story of Xenoblade 2, that game is literally one of my favorite games of all time just for the story.
Not so fast.
I'm gonna read about chapter 9 to see if, sounds good.
It
Come
doesn't
from
sound...
newbies. Whatever.
The music for Chapter 9 wasn't the best. I like basically all the chapters, though. I'm not into techno music, that's probably why. I wish they put...
So,
It's gonna sound stupid. I wish they put hip-hop in it.
dude. Hell yeah,
You gotta wait for the world
Well,
ends with
seriously.
you to get your hip hop, I
What
think.
was wrong with chapter 9? Just wondering. Just asking.
Amalthus.
What happened?
I personally
what
think
happened?
I think
It wouldn't make
Amalthus should have
sense
been
to
the
you at
final
all.
boss.
Oh, I confuse people all the time, that's what I mean.
No, I mean, it wouldn't make sense without knowing any of the story.
Well, coming from a newbie's point of view, yeah.
Well, there's no point in spoiling it if there's no reason to.
Yeah.
Like, there...
I'm shooting you about it now.
Alright, whatever. Wait, Norn, what do you think was wrong with the story of Xenoblade 2?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like, what do you think was wrong about it? Just tell us, because, honestly, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong about it. They nailed the story.
I heard that the instrumentals kicked in too fast.
Personally, alright, so here's what I'm gonna say about the plot. Alright, this is my rewriting of the plot. Originally, in the original plot, you would fight Amalthus in Chapter 9, go up the elevator, and Chapter 10 would begin. Personally, I think they should have expanded on the areas in Chapter 10, because it's too short. But,
You saying that Chapter 10 was too short?
Yeah.
You know the most common complaint with the game is that it's too long, right?
no, I
Okay.
like long games.
RPGs are just long in general.
I
Yeah,
think
but this
Chapter...
one...
No.
Final Fantasy 15 was about 30 hours. This game's about 80, so...
Personally, I think Chapter 10 should have had more of the space station, because that's when the game was starting to get really sci-fi, and I
No,
liked
the space
it.
station wasn't that... I didn't like the space station aspect of it. Honestly, that was probably the biggest part of the plot that I'm like, I'm not really a fan of the space station-y thing.
I liked it. So here's what I was going to rewrite
What
the
I will
plot.
give it this, it was a big departure from the regular themes of the game, which did make it contrast and stand out.
Alright, so originally you would fight Amalthus, and then go up the elevator, talk to the architect, and then go fight Malos. This is my rewriting of the plot. Alright? You fight Jin,
Can't understand you.
go up the elevator.
Right?
What?
Okay.
You fight Jin, go up the elevator, talk to the architect. You're about to fight Malos, when all of a sudden Amalthus bursts up and absorbs Malos's core. And basically, they, I don't know, fuse or something. And that's the final boss battle.
But you just beat...
Because
Amalthus
Malos
earlier.
isn't really
That
the
doesn't make
real
any sense.
villain. Amalthus was the real villain. That would have been so better of a final boss.
Yeah, he was the real villain for the entire game. It already made the point in the game. That doesn't sound very...
Malos was more like a
logical.
sub-villain. He was more...
Okay.
The reason he was a villain is because of Amalthus's influences.
No, but it's said in the game already that he's a real villain. Like, after you beat Malos, he's like, this was just my fate because Amalthus picked me or whatever. So, like, it already addresses that in the game. And also, that just seems... Okay, people don't understand why not everything can happen in fantasies, any type of fantasy game. Just because it's a fantasy game doesn't mean it can just be
Do
nonsensical.
whatever it wants. Yeah.
It just...
You need some plot.
Yeah, you
and
still need plot. You still need to have a...
You need
That
a
literally
story
breaks all the rules of the game, and it makes no sense.
You need a plot to be kind of grounded.
Yes.
You know, like, so...
Precisely.
Yeah, well, personally, I think the plot was Malos's giant robot suit just wasn't that good. I thought...
That wasn't a plot, that was just a boss. In fact, it's called a plot device, not a plot.
Well, as a final boss, it brings closure to the story.
But it actually made sense. It's using the thing that has been teasing since Chapter 4. Like, that boss was satisfying in a way, because it hinted at it in Chapter 4. Whenever Mr. First awakened up, you could see the Aeon wake up one half as well.
No, that was Siren. Siren was
it
waking
made so
up...
much sense. That's why they did it.
Siren was waking up. That wasn't, that was not, Aeon. So, to stop the game, let's talk about the DLC. So yeah, we talked about the DLC last time, but because of the echo, let's repeat that again.
Oh, the DLC.
Yeah, DLC.
Okay, so the DLC, I would like it. I've been thinking about DLC, and I'm thinking I would rather have it in the past than explore the new continent. What about you?
Pass. So,
Torna. Or more space station.
I mean, it depends. Is there not enough material for you to think about the past, or is there, like...
No, there's a ton of material. There's a lot of past in the game. Like, it teases the past the entire game.
Oh, then it should...
So you want a 500 years ago DLC?
Past, if it's teasing it.
I think there should be two... do you think they should make another DLC pack after this?
You know what I want them to be? A Shulk and Rex connection story. That's what I want.
A what?
Shulk and Rex connection story.
Oh, this is gonna be...
What do you mean? Like, explain that. That's way too vague.
Shulk and Rex connection story. Like, they meet up.
Who meets up?
I have no...
Shulk
What are you
and
talking
Rex.
about?
Yeah. The expansion pack.
Norm, what are you talking about?
Shulk and Rex meet up. Through some
Who
dimension.
meets up?
Passion of the Artisan. MIA Nopon. Indisher Sword of Tour. Midnight Festing. The Lone Watchman is coming out Jan 18.
What's that?
2018. This is expansion pass Quest Pack 1.
Right. But there's also story DLC.
Yeah, so
So yeah, I think we should stop. How about this time around we don't talk about the story DLC and talk about the challenge mode? It said in the DLC
I hope
that...
they make it good because the game was too easy.
Actually, no. I thought
Yeah.
Jin was very frustrating.
Well, no, it's...
Chapter 9
See,
Jin...
what I did was I didn't play the game. I just watched it, really. Like, okay, here's what I mean. I skipped over... I basically ran around every major enemy because I could. And then if I ever got stuck on, like, a main boss, all I had to do was sleep at an inn. It was really easy.
But with Jin...
Like, what's the challenge in that? There wasn't any.
But
And I
with
would really like it if it demanded me to
Jin
actually play
was-
the game more than just trying to push through the enemies.
wait,
Like,
how many
what was
floors
my
are gonna
reward?
be in the challenge?
Higher level? I don't really care. I mean, I can do that post game. I did.
Wait, is the challenge mode gonna be like boss rush or like
I wonder... I want to...
towers?
Maybe boss free fights would be fun. I don't know. Maybe harder boss...
If it challenge,
The boss that...
Yeah.
Harder bosses? No, I thought the bosses was the hardest part of the game, and that was good. I liked how they handled the bosses.
Okay, well, no, like boss refights. Personally, I think
Refights? They have those.
personally,
they?
I think
Really?
the boss that I didn't expect to be hard, but it was Giga Rosa. For some reason, that was like super
Was the
hard.
what? I didn't hear you cut off.
Giga Rosa.
Rosa?
Yeah,
That
Giga.
boss was super easy. What are you talking about?
Giga Rosa.
Maybe
Oh, no. Oh, wait, no, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because like
some
if you
some
didn't pay
bosses are harder
attention,
than other bosses.
there was like
The
a
other
time
people.
bomb.
Wait, no. I thought Lila was hard. I thought Rosa was...
Lila was easy for me. I binged all of Xenoblade 2 over winter break. And
I
so,
didn't have it by the end of winter break. I didn't even buy it yet.
yeah. Let's move on to talk about our favorite JRPGs. So, what's your
You can
favorite?
start. I'll talk last again.
What's your favorite?
Hey, you still there?
Yeah, what's your favorite?
No, I'm saying you can start.
I have to say my favorite has to be Xenoblade Chronicles, or actually,
original?
the reason I like Xenoblade Chronicles is the story. To talk about actual
Wait,
RPG
The original
stuff,
or...
to talk about actual
ones we
RPG
played,
stuff,
like
I would have to say Fire Emblem Echoes. That game was
Wait, no. Are you talking about the original? The Xenoblade, though?
yeah, original Xenoblade, but that I only loved it because of the story.
You're not answering my question.
What?
the original or not.
Well, I like the original, but I only like it because of the story.
Well, yeah, that's the reason to like a JRPG for the story.
But I can't
Wait,
really say.
Here's what my favorite RPG of all time is. Final Fantasy X, and that story was amazing.
What's the story about?
I love the story of that game so much.
Question,
remember
is this
just
one
staying
you
up-
played?
Raving up. No, none of my friends played JRPGs. I remember raving about a story all day to my friends, and they didn't care. But I was like, nah, this game is. At the time, I mean, that game was one of my favorite games of all time, easily. It wasn't even. It just blew away the like. It's in my top 5 without a doubt. And it's.
Wait, question. Does the JRPG, do you have to play it or do you just have to know about it?
Technically, no. I don't really think you have to.
But I like Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger looks cool.
Well, okay. No. You need to know, like, you need... The RPGs, like Chrono Trigger, are a bit different, though. I'd say you need to... Older JRPGs, I'd say you need to play. I'd say modern RPGs, like Final Fantasy 13, 10, and those styles,
Persona 5 looks pretty
you
cool.
essentially don't even need to play the game.
Persona 5 is like really stylish, which I like.
Which one is?
Persona 5.
Persona 5.
Oh, Persona
Yeah.
5. I don't know too much about Persona.
I
That's
wanna get
one
that.
RPG series I
I wanna
just
get
don't know
that.
much about.
Yeah, that's my favorite JRPG that I wanna get.
Persona is just not something I've played or know much about, so I can't comment on it too much.
So, to say something, I would like to say that my favorite RPG is Fire Emblem Echoes, because Mila's turn wheel changed the game for like newcomers and stuff. It made like the battles really easy, but like not. If you screwed up during a battle, you could go back but like the battles weren't that like. The battles were like the
Yeah,
battles.
it's playing so much I can't understand you at all.
The battles.
Yeah, no offense.
Sorry, I'm repeating myself. I'm playing a very frustrating game. The battles.
And I'm saying your mic is cutting out.
Yeah.
The battles. I think that if you screwed up during it, you can go back, which is excellent. But the battles were still hard, so it had trial and error, but like not too much. It was like, okay, you screwed up, you can go back and try again, but if you screw up too many times, that ain't okay. So, and then permadeath was like, so that, I played that through Classic on my first time, and I really liked that. So, Fire Emblem Echoes
Have
is
you
my
played
favorite.
Final Fantasy, Norm?
What? I've never played Final Fantasy.
Which one?
Haven't.
So, Shane, tell us about your favorite RPG.
Like I said, it's Final Fantasy X.
Uh-huh. And now, Shane?
The one, Persona 5. Haven't played it, but it looks really good. The music's poppin'. But if it's an RPG that I have played, then Pokemon Black 2 is my favorite
Black
RPG.
2? Oh, come on. Have you played Soul Silver Heart Gold?
Yes, I have.
Oh, come on. You're putting Black 2 over those?
Yeah, it's my first Pokemon game. Of course I would.
Oh, how young are you, man?
I'm 13.
Oh my
I played
gosh.
when I was 9.
You haven't played Heart Gold and Soul Silver for real then? Oh my gosh, those games are so good, man.
Yeah, dude, I love those games. I love
come on, but you can't put... okay. That's not your first game ever. What's your favorite RPG?
Yeah, it is my first ever Pokemon game, and I
No, I'm saying that's not your first ever Pokemon game.
Yes, it
What's
is.
your second favorite, basically?
Soul Silver.
There we go. Alright, that's what I wanted to hear.
Personally, I
Yeah,
was
the
never
fucking
able
Mario
to get
is the
past...
best.
I forgot, I
Snivy is
was
the
really
best
young
starter.
at the time.
No, nothing.
Wait, what is?
Snivy is the best.
It's Totodile is the best starter, but you're close, I guess.
Nah, if you're talking about Gen 2, then the Fire one's better.
Oh, you don't even know the name.
Yeah, do you think... I haven't played in years. I haven't played in, like, a year. I don't remember.
Snivy's Oshawott the best. Sorry.
Personally, I think
So,
I went through...
Hey, this is a perfect segue into Pokemon Switch.
So yeah,
Yeah,
remake or
that's like... Oh, that's
remake
like
or new game. Personally, I want
Mega
them. I
Evolution
want the
was
battles to
really
be more dynamic than just press button, do move.
Yeah, like some button pressing, you know?
Like the
Like
ability to
you should
dodge.
press like X, A, B, Q or something like that. I don't know. Like button pressing,
This
you know?
game get frustrating.
If you want to get a perfect attack. So Pokemon Switch.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be cool, man. Oh god, I hate this game. Yeah, I think it's gonna be remake, possibly.
Okay? Nah, I think it's gonna be different.
Remake, I wanna, like, Gen 1 remake, who knows. I'm personally hoping for Black remake. Black and White remake. It may be out there, but I
Wait, sorry,
really want it.
I had to disconnect and my internet stopped working. What we just talked about?
Pokemon Switch.
That's what we're talking about.
Switch?
Yeah, Pokemon Switch. You know how we're ranting about Pokemon? Which one's the best?
Pokemon?
That was a segue to Pokemon Switch.
Yeah, okay. That's what I said too.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think
Yeah,
Pokemon Black and White remake is my choice of game.
Black 2
What
is
is-
my thing.
Sorry, what is?
Black.
It's
I
like
really
White
want Black and White remake.
Red and white?
Black and White.
2. No, White. White 2? It's like Black 2 but white.
Yeah, no, I had white and black too.
I still have Black 2.
White and black remakes. Those things were pretty modern when they came out, man.
Yeah.
They're by far the most modern DS Pokemon games.
Oh, definitely. Soul Silver may be good, but you know.
No, modern wise, it wasn't, because Black 2 and White 2 and Black 2 were really, really different.
Yeah.
What was the big thing? The difference in the Pokemon? Like, there was something. I feel like Black 2 is when the plot really started to evolve.
Yeah, it was probably one of the last difficult Pokemon games. It took me like 3 years to beat the Elite Four.
Don't even lie.
I can't play Pokemon without EXP share.
Yeah, I
what?
did that.
Sorry, what did you say? You can't play Pokemon without EXP share?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh my gosh. We're losing. You think Pokemon's hard now or something?
no, Pokemon used to be hard, remember back in
No,
like
but-
Gen 1?
Oh my gosh. Pokemon
Gen
used
1's
to be
like-
hard, really? Are you kidding me?
No, like
Dude,
if you
I'm
think
a
about it,
gamer, and I grew up
all
with
the
hard
games
games.
are more challenging than the newer ones. Because of the new ones, you can just spam like, special attacks and Mega Evolution.
Z-move. You can
But
only
the
use
older
one
games, you have
Z-move
to
per battle, and you can only use one Mega Evolution per battle. Mega Lucario is OP.
Yeah.
What would you think if Pokemon went to active time battle system?
That's what I want. Active time battle
That's a
system for Pokemon.
Spin-off
Like the
thing.
anime.
That'd be a spin-off thing. Yeah, the anime.
No,
That'd
not-
be a spin-off game, though. That'd be a spin-off game.
We already have
Probably.
that.
No, it
Pokken
wouldn't. I said
Tournament.
the main series Pokemon game went active time
Oh,
battle.
it would work. It would definitely work.
You think it would work? I don't
Yeah.
really know, honestly. It's
Well,
a really
depends
not.
on if they...
Pokemon's always been traditional turn-based.
Yeah. But then again, if the anime can somehow do it, somehow...
The anime doesn't do it, man. The anime is not a game. It doesn't have active time battles.
I know. But it would be cool to, like, kind of, like, fuse types together and make special moves, you know?
What if there's
That'd be
fusion?
cool.
Like, here's my... Would you like me to explain the plot that I've had for a Pokemon game?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm going to explain this. So, alright. It takes place... So what happens is, basically, there's an intro with a researcher researching an ancient civilization who's worshipping this black crystal or something. And so...
That's way too close to my religion.
What?
It sounds like black.
Yeah, way
This
too
could be
close to
black
your
and
religion.
gray.
So yeah, they're worshipping this. She's looking up this painting of
Wait, are we still talking about Pokemon Switch? For some reason, the voice channel is the voice is glitching, and I can't hear some of
We
them.
got an ass cancer mic. Kill it. Yeah. So here's what I'm gonna say.
What are we talking about right now?
My
Okay,
Pokemon
okay.
plot.
Talking.
This is
I love you.
after this is finished. We're gonna finish off the We're gonna finish off our video. We're at 42 minutes now. This is gonna be a really hard thing to upload to
Wait,
YouTube.
hold on. Can I just say one thing
That man.
about a Pokemon plot that I would make?
Oh, we're still talking
I'll
about
make like the elite. I'll make the champion. Depending on what level Pokemon you have, like the average, he'll fight you at that Pokemon level. You know.
I would like
So
it.
if you're
I
like
would
level
like it.
84 Pokemon,
Adaptive
he'll
level
fight you at level 80.
really hard.
So here's
Hell
my
yeah, dude.
story. So basically, what happens is there's a reason, and then suddenly he like gets possessed or something. Intro the Pokemon Sandstorm in Blizzard. So yeah, the game starts off.
What types of legendary gonna be?
What the? Doki Doki Literature Club just started up randomly. So basically, what happens is you are living with your aunt, and
Damn phones.
your aunt, and what happens is she doesn't want you to become a Pokemon trainer because your mom went missing, and your dad is nowhere to be seen.
So this time it's the mom and not the dad.
Yeah, so you're living with your
Yeah,
aunt.
Uniqueness.
So basically, yeah, you have some
Finally.
friends. You go to the city or something, and then like
What's having a dad?
what happens is like the
We're
power's
having a
off, so
dad
you have to
in-game.
go. Basically, what happens is your aunt goes shopping with you, but then you go to this pier and she's about to get like mugged by these tough guys, and a friend comes in and uses her Pokemon to
Team 10.
save her. And so what? Yeah, this is gonna be the first
This sounds like a fan fiction.
teen Pokemon game. So yeah, basically,
So
they mug her, and your friend comes in with his Pokemon, and like defeats the muggers or something, and your aunt is like changes her mind
Do
on
we get
you
guns
becoming
in
a
this
Pokemon trainer.
game that you propose?
no.
So
Why not?
It's Pokemon is a kid's game.
continuing on.
Why does it have to be the kid?
So continuing on, you go on,
Have to be.
and then you go to the power generator place, where the power generator is, and then you meet like the first gym leader, who is this bug type gym leader, who like has these mechanical arms on the back of her thing or something.
Like octopus and like.
I forgot a lot of details about this. So basically, you go and help her restore the power, and you go back to her gym. The first couple routes are on the way to the power generator place. So you go on there, and you go fight the gym
leader. Wait, would you still have your Pokemon by then? Like, would you have your starter by then?
Okay, so I have one concept for a starter. It's called Rubble Pup. And, it's basically, gonna be a grass rock type. Where basically, you know how, like, overgrown buildings have, like, plants growing through them?
Too.
Yeah, it's like, a puppy
I have no idea.
made out of rocks with plants growing through it.
I don't have an idea for it.
Whoa. So,
Do you already have one?
None of those.
so continuing. So then you go to the next town,
Maybe
which
they should make a starter a dog.
can I
Oh my god! Hell yeah!
Yeah, fire dog.
can I finish this?
Yeah.
I don't want this to take too long. All right, please don't interrupt me. Sorry. So you can make commentary after I finish each thing. So basically, you go on to the next town, which is like this famous rose town or something. And then the mysterious evil team shows up. Team Techno. Whoa. What?
Are they into hip hop?
What? No. But yeah, you fight. Basically, Team Techno uses their crazy technology to turn the town into a giant stadium where they hold a tournament for some reason. And you are forced to participate in the tournament. And at the end, you have to fight Team Techno people. And you win. And they're like, we'll get you next time. So then, you go onto the next town, which is like this tropical beach town where the ground type gym leader is. And then you fight him. You go through a sea cave, fight your rival or something, I haven't decided that. And then you go to like the main coastal city area. And then you go through there, then you meet the professor, and you just
so close.
You meet the professor, and and like after that she says you're ready to go on to the next town, but just as you're about to leave, Team Techno bombs the place.
With a hip-hopping beat.
And so before you're about to leave, right as they bomb the city, you basically what happens is you jump off the pier. The professor hands you the TM for surf, and you escape.
Dude, we don't even go over the whole plot.
I'm trying to.
I only have an idea for legendary.
You go to the town. You go to the next town, which is like this cliff-side place where the flying type gym leader is. You battle them. You go on to the next place, which is like this resort, lake resort. You go to the lake resort. You get your Mega Evolution bracelet. Go to the next town, which is like, and all throughout the place you encounter Team Techno members. But continuing on, you go to the next place, and then it's like a dormant snowy volcano where the ice type gym leader is. You go there, but right before you leave, you go in the mountain, and you discover Team Techno's sub-base place, where you meet the first...
I'm not hearing some of this stuff, because for some reason Discord is being weird and making me disconnect from the voice.
Hey, Norman.
Yeah?
You know what would be hilarious though?
What?
Routine.
If the entire okay, I'll say what I don't like about this concept, Team Techno. Okay, would that mean that the game is going to be techno music primary?
No.
Because I hate techno.
No, they're just gonna be like technology focused. That's why they're called techno.
Because it's about techno.
So continuing on.
It's pretty cool. Team
Go to
Techno.
the secret base where the first Team Techno admin is. You fight that. She's basically deranged or something. Then you go to the next place, which is like this tower. Then you meet Team Techno's leader, who has like this weird swirly hair.
And it's Hitler.
It reminds you of your mom. So
No, it's
basically,
Mike.
yeah. Basically, you go and up the tower. They steal some Pokeballs at the tower, and you fight the psychic type gym leader, and then you fight the Team Techno leader. Then you go on to the next town, which is like autumn inspired. You're like go on to the next town, which is always in autumn. You fight. There is no gym leader there, but you go through there, and you go to Team Techno's secret base underground. You go through it, and then you meet the team leader, who is about, and they have everything they need to reawaken the legendary Pokemon. That will.
Is this discussion just turning into us talking about our Pokemon regions?
Yes. And so then you go through there, which basically they have the crystal that they fire from space that will reawaken the legendary Pokemon. So you go up in a rocket pod to space, and you go on the Team Techno space station, and they fire the laser.
Ooh, space!
And they fire the laser down on Earth. That reawakens the legendary Pokemon. And it's like a Bakugan or something. It's like balls up and stuff.
The legendary gets pissed.
The legendary wakes up, and depending on your version, which I recommend you buy both, the region is either covered in snow or ice. And so sandstorm. A sandstorm. A volcano or blizzard. So yeah, I'll just go with the volcano one. And then this next part of the game has exclusive Pokemon that are basically the legendary Pokemon gives out an aurora that possesses other Pokemon to like protect it. So you have to go back down on Earth and go up the giant volcano or iced spire that is sprouted up in the middle of the region. Go up to the top where the deranged admin, who is also possessed, is there. You fight them. You fight the legendary Pokemon. Everything's kind of back to normal. Then you go on to the 8th city. But wait! I've got even more plot.
So, is this still part of the video?
Yes. So, after that, you go back
Just answer the question.
You go back to the 8th city.
Dude, oh gosh, I need to go.
I'm about to finish it. So, you go to the 8th city where you fight the lightning type gym leader, who was a rock band person. Then you go to Victory Road, where Team Techno is marching through Victory Road 2. So you go all the way to the Pokemon League, but it's too late. Team Techno has beaten the Pokemon League. I forgot to mention there's also this mysterious staff guy that you fight up in the space station before they fire the laser guy. So basically, so basically what happens is you fight the Elite Four, who are all controlled by Team Techno. Then you fight.
They don't know how to cook with a moist burrito.
Then you fight. Then you fight.
Because I like to play some Go.
So then you fight then you fight the champion, who is basically
he can't hear us.
What? So you fight the champion, who is the mysterious staff guy. But before he is defeated, he raises up this black crystal into the air. It opens up a portal, summoning Arceus. The black crystal possesses Arceus and turns it into Shadow Arceus. You defeat Shadow Arceus.
I have no idea what's happening anymore.
And the game ends.
I think just fanfiction doesn't happen.
The story.
Yep.
Yep.
He's saying.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's...
The game ends with you killing Shadow Arceus. And then you fight basically... And then all of Team Techno's mind control devices stop, which is how Team Techno was formed. They all used mind control devices, and so yeah, they all disable, and you fight your mom, who was actually the team leader. Game ends.
Oh shit.
I actually knew that from when you first said that.
So, yeah, that was my Pokemon plot.
No one? Can you hear us?
No, I did that, and I don't know if anyone else understands that.
No,
But
no.
okay.
Can I tell you my Pokemon plot? It'll be way shorter, I
Can
promise.
you? Can
I've
I just?
only thought of like an evil
Alright.
team, the legendary, and some of the
Kobe
Pokemon.
has to leave
I
now.
can
also
also legendary, the mythical,
Kobe
and
has to
some plot.
leave now.
I
Don't
think
have-
I think that me and Shatu can combine our ideas.
Alright.
So
I'm gonna
my
have to
idea
cut off the video
is
there.
that
This is getting. This is
you're young
over
from, like,
an hour.
Unova,
This is over an hour,
and you
guys.
like go downstairs to talk to your dad or something, your mum.
So yeah, thank you for tuning in to another
Dad's like, yo kid,
discussion video.
yo kid, you should probably, go
Tune in
outside.
next
Kid's
time where
like,
we talk about more random crap. And say bye or
Dad,
something.
so then you leave,
Bye.
and then you accidentally bump into a professor.